What if everything you thought you knew about cause and effect was completely wrong? What if the secret to understanding our world wasn't found in economics textbooks, but in the hidden connections between seemingly unrelated phenomena? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most revolutionary books of the 21st century that turned conventional wisdom on its head and revealed the shocking truth behind everyday mysteries. I'm talking about Freakonomics, the groundbreaking work that proved economics isn't just about money and markets, it's about human behaviour in its rawest form. This book doesn't just challenge what you think you know, it obliterates your assumptions and rebuilds your understanding from the ground up. We're going to explore how two brilliant minds use data to solve puzzles that have stumped experts for decades, from the real reason crime rates plummeted in the 1990s to why drug dealers still live with their mothers. But here's what makes this even more incredible. The authors didn't just present dry statistics and academic theories. They crafted a narrative so compelling that it became a cultural phenomenon, sparking debates in boardrooms, classrooms, and dinner tables across the globe. By the time we finish this journey together, you'll never look at correlation and causation the same way again. You'll have the tools to question everything, dig deeper into data, and uncover truths that others miss completely. So buckle up, because we're about to enter a world where nothing is as it seems, and the most obvious explanations are often the most wrong. Let's discover why thinking like a freak might just be the smartest thing you ever learn. Freakonomics represents a seismic shift in how we understand the world around us. Published in 2005, this collaboration between economist Stephen Levitt and journalist Stephen Dubner emerged from a simple yet profound realization that traditional economic thinking was missing something crucial about human nature. Rather than focusing on abstract market theories or complex financial models, they turned their analytical lens toward the messy, unpredictable reality of everyday life. What makes this book extraordinary isn't just its unconventional approach to economics, but its fearless willingness to tackle controversial subjects that other academics avoided. Levitt and Dubner didn't shy away from politically sensitive topics or uncomfortable truths. Instead, they embraced the controversy, using rigorous data analysis to illuminate patterns that challenged deeply held beliefs across the political spectrum. The book's genesis came from Levitt's reputation as an economist who asked different questions. While his peers studied inflation rates and GDP growth, he wondered about cheating sumo wrestlers and the economics of crack dealing. This curiosity led to groundbreaking research that revealed hidden incentives driving behaviour in unexpected places, from school testing to real estate transactions. Dubner's journalistic background proved essential in translating complex economic concepts into accessible narratives that captivated general audiences. Their partnership created something entirely new, a hybrid genre that combined rigorous academic research with compelling storytelling. The result challenged readers to think more critically about causation versus correlation, a distinction that proves crucial for understanding virtually every aspect of modern life. The book's impact extended far beyond economics departments, influencing fields ranging from sociology to public policy, and inspiring countless readers to question conventional wisdom in their own lives. Freakonomics operates on a deceptively simple premise that economics is fundamentally about incentives and how people respond to them. However, the execution reveals layers of complexity that challenge readers to reconsider their assumptions about human motivation and social outcomes. The authors argue that conventional wisdom often obscures reality, creating narratives that feel true but lack empirical support. The book's structure deliberately avoids traditional economic frameworks, instead organising around intriguing questions that seem unrelated to economics at first glance. Each chapter functions as an independent investigation, yet collectively they build a comprehensive argument for data-driven thinking. The authors demonstrate repeatedly that surface-level explanations rarely capture the full truth, and that meaningful insights emerge only through careful analysis of relevant data. Levitt and Dubner's approach reveals the hidden side of everything by examining the gap between stated intentions and actual behaviour. They show how people respond to different types of incentives, including economic rewards, social pressures, and moral considerations. This framework helps explain seemingly irrational behaviours and unexpected outcomes across diverse contexts. The book challenges readers to become more sophisticated consumers of information, particularly regarding claims about cause and effect. The authors provide tools for distinguishing between correlation and causation, emphasizing that coincidental timing doesn't establish causal relationships. This analytical framework proves invaluable for evaluating everything from policy proposals to marketing claims. Throughout their investigations, the authors maintain intellectual honesty about limitations in their data and conclusions, modelling the kind of rigorous thinking they advocate. Their willingness to acknowledge uncertainty while still drawing meaningful insights demonstrates how to navigate complexity without oversimplifying nuanced issues. The exploration of cheating among sumo wrestlers provides a masterclass in detecting fraud through statistical analysis. Levitt discovered that wrestlers who needed wins to maintain their rankings were suspiciously successful against opponents who had already secured their positions. The data revealed match-fixing patterns that contradicted sumo's reputation for honour and tradition. This investigation demonstrates how careful analysis can expose hidden behaviours, even in highly respected institutions, showing that incentives often override stated values when consequences are significant enough. The controversial abortion-crime connection represents perhaps the book's most provocative argument. Levitt's research suggested that legalised abortion contributed significantly to declining crime rates in the 1990s, contradicting popular explanations focusing on improved policing strategies or stronger economies. The theory proposes that unwanted children face higher risks of criminal behaviour, and that abortion access reduced the number of such births approximately 2 decades before crime rates dropped. This analysis sparked intense debate, but illustrates how unconventional hypotheses can provide better explanations than widely accepted alternatives. The investigation into student and teacher cheating revealed systematic manipulation of standardised test scores in Chicago public schools. Teachers face strong incentives to boost student performance, leading some to alter answer sheets after testing completed. The authors developed sophisticated methods for detecting these patterns, showing how high-stakes testing can corrupt the very system it aims to improve. This research highlighted unintended consequences of well-intentioned policies and demonstrated how incentive structures can undermine their stated objectives. Drug dealing economics challenged stereotypes about lucrative criminal enterprises by analysing financial records from a Chicago crack gang. The data revealed that street-level dealers earned less than minimum wage while facing extraordinary risk of violence and imprisonment. Only top-level leaders earned substantial profits, creating a tournament-like structure similar to legitimate corporate hierarchies. This analysis explained why dealers often lived with family members despite popular perceptions of criminal wealth, showing how economic principles apply even in illegal markets. Real estate agent incentives illustrated conflicts between professional service providers and their clients. When agents sold their own homes, they kept them on the market longer and received higher prices compared to client transactions. The difference in effort levels reflected the fact that agents received only small percentages of price increases, creating misaligned incentives. This investigation revealed how seemingly trustworthy professionals might not always act in clients' best interests when their compensation structures create conflicting motivations. Parenting and education research challenged conventional wisdom about factors influencing children's academic success. The data showed that certain parental characteristics correlated with better outcomes, while popular parenting strategies showed little impact. Books in the home mattered more than reading to children, and parents' education levels proved more influential than specific parenting techniques. These findings suggested that what parents are often matters more than what they do, challenging cultural assumptions about optimal child rearing practices. The perfect crime analysis examined how changes in punishment severity and detection probability differently affected criminal behaviour. Research showed that increased likelihood of apprehension deterred crime more effectively than harsher sentences, contradicting tough-on-crime political rhetoric. This finding had significant implications for criminal justice policy, suggesting that resources might be better allocated toward detection and enforcement rather than longer prison sentences. Information asymmetries in various markets demonstrated how unequal access to information creates advantages for informed parties. From life insurance applications to online dating profiles, the authors showed how people with better information consistently achieve better outcomes. These examples illustrated fundamental economic principles, while providing practical insights for navigating everyday transactions where information imbalances exist. Understanding incentive structures proves essential for predicting and explaining human behaviour across all contexts. People respond predictably to different types of motivations, whether financial rewards, social recognition, or fear of punishment. Recognizing these patterns helps explain seemingly irrational decisions and enables better prediction of outcomes when incentives change. This principle applies equally to personal relationships, business strategies, and public policy design, making it one of the most practical insights for daily life. Distinguishing correlation from causation represents perhaps the most valuable analytical skill readers can develop. Just because two phenomena occur together doesn't mean one causes the other, yet this logical fallacy pervades public discourse and personal decision-making. Developing sensitivity to this distinction helps evaluate news reports, marketing claims, and research studies more critically. The authors provide numerous examples showing how apparent causal relationships often dissolve under closer scrutiny, emphasizing the importance of rigorous analysis before drawing conclusions. Conventional wisdom frequently obscures rather than illuminates truth, creating comfortable narratives that resist factual challenges. Popular explanations for complex phenomena often reflect what people want to believe rather than what evidence supports. Learning to question widely accepted explanations opens opportunities for deeper understanding and better decision-making. The book demonstrates repeatedly how challenging conventional wisdom can reveal surprising insights that transform our understanding of important issues. Data analysis skills enable individuals to make better decisions by moving beyond intuition and anecdote toward evidence-based reasoning. While not everyone needs advanced statistical training, developing basic data literacy helps evaluate claims and identify patterns that others miss. The authors show how simple analytical techniques can reveal profound insights, encouraging readers to apply similar approaches in their own context. This emphasis on empirical thinking provides practical tools for professional and personal improvement. Hidden incentives drive behaviour in ways that participants themselves might not fully recognise or acknowledge. Understanding these underlying motivations helps explain apparent contradictions between stated values and actual actions. Recognizing hidden incentives in others enables more effective negotiation and relationship management, while awareness of our own hidden motivations promotes better self-understanding and decision-making. Information advantages create significant competitive benefits across virtually all domains of life. Whether in business negotiations, investment decisions, or personal relationships, having better information consistently leads to superior outcomes. The book demonstrates how to identify information asymmetries and either exploit them when beneficial or protect against them when disadvantageous. This awareness helps level playing fields that might otherwise favour more informed parties. Small changes in measurement and analysis methods can dramatically alter conclusions about important phenomena. The way researchers define variables, collect data, and interpret results significantly influences findings and policy recommendations. Understanding these methodological choices helps evaluate research quality and avoid being misled by poorly designed studies. This sensitivity proves especially valuable when evaluating policy proposals or business strategies based on research claims. Unintended consequences frequently undermine well-intentioned policies and programs, creating outcomes opposite to their stated goals. Anticipating these effects requires thinking through how different stakeholders will respond to new incentives and constraints. The book provides numerous examples of policies that backfired due to inadequate consideration of behavioural responses, emphasising the importance of comprehensive analysis before implementation. Complex social phenomena rarely have single causes, instead resulting from multiple interacting factors that develop over time. Simplistic explanations that attribute major changes to single causes almost always miss important contributing elements. Appreciating this complexity promotes more nuanced understanding and better solutions to persistent problems. The authors consistently demonstrate how seemingly simple questions require sophisticated analysis to answer accurately. Moral and ethical considerations interact with economic incentives in complicated ways that affect behaviour and outcomes. People don't always act as purely rational economic actors, but neither do they ignore material incentives when making moral choices. Understanding these interactions help predict behaviour more accurately and design systems that align ethical and practical considerations more effectively. Freakonomics fundamentally altered how we think about the intersection between human behaviour and empirical analysis. By demonstrating that economic thinking could illuminate virtually any aspect of social life, Levitt and Dubner created a new framework for understanding the world around us. Their approach proved that rigorous analysis could make seemingly boring subjects fascinating, while making complex ideas accessible to general audiences. The book's lasting impact extends far beyond its specific findings to its broader methodology and mindset. It taught readers to question surface explanations, demand evidence for causal claims, and appreciate the power of well-designed analysis to reveal hidden truths. These skills prove invaluable for navigating an information-rich world where competing claims and interpretations constantly vie for attention and belief. Perhaps most importantly, Freakonomics demonstrated that thinking differently about familiar problems can yield transformative insights. By refusing to accept conventional boundaries between disciplines and topics, the authors showed how creative approaches to data analysis can solve puzzles that had stumped experts for years. This interdisciplinary thinking has influenced countless researchers and practitioners across diverse fields. The book's emphasis on intellectual honesty and methodological rigour provides a model for approaching controversial topics with both courage and care. The authors tackled sensitive subjects while acknowledging limitations in their data and conclusions, showing how to advance understanding without oversimplifying complex issues. This balanced approach offers valuable lessons for anyone seeking to contribute meaningfully to public discourse about important topics. Ultimately, Freakonomics succeeded because it combined serious analytical work with engaging storytelling, proving that rigorous thinking and popular accessibility need not be mutually exclusive.